Hello guys, so yeah, if you watched the last video of Transnistria, I did say at the end of it that I would come on make a separate little video just covering a few points on different things for people who may want to visit the mysterious country. So yeah, I got my little sheet of paper here, so yeah, let's just dive straight in and go through some points here. So the first point is getting inside Transnistria. Now it is actually quite simple to get inside this country. You just fly into Chisinau, the capital city of Moldova, and then you organise yourself a taxi, and it's an hour and a half's drive to get to the capital city of Transnistria, Tiraspol, where I went. So yeah, you will come across a border, so you will, and you just have to give the boys at the border, the military guys or whoever's at it, your passport, and tell them where you're staying, how long you're staying for, and they'll give you a little migration card. You can stay up to 45 days, but they'll want to know exactly how long you're staying for and the address. So just have all that ready. It took me probably 10 minutes to get through the border in total. The taxi driver, he done most of the talking with the guys at the border, so it was pretty straightforward enough. I had not too much to do really, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's how you get inside Transnistria. Second point, once you get inside, you probably want to grab some money. So don't bother taking your bank card in. They're no good inside Transnistria. You need cash in hand. So yeah, I transferred euro. I transferred €100 into Transnistrian ruble. Now Transnistrian ruble is only used inside Transnistria. You cannot take the money back out and change it back when you're home, or change your money before you go inside Transnistria. You have to be inside the country. So there's plenty of exchange booths inside the city of Tiraspol. So every kilometre you walk really on a main street, you probably come across probably 2 or 3 exchange shops. Just normal shops, or there's banks there, so it's never really going to be a problem to change your money, so yeah, and don't change too much money. If you do money left over, obviously change it before you leave the country. But I changed €100 into Transnistrian ruble, and 2 full days I still had over half the money left. So it is a very cheap country. So yeah, just don't be changing €100 because you will not need it. Okay, point number 3 is the language barrier. Yep, so I was there 2 full days. The only person who could speak any English was the lady I met from booking.com. She was giving me the keys to the apartment, and she's the only one that spoke any English. So yeah, 2 full days not speaking to anybody really. Now I'm talking about the people that I was talking with, ordering food and all that. They didn't have 2 words of English, and you're going to their country, so you should know their language. They speak Russian over there, so again, you can't be expecting them to know English. So it's good manners too to learn a few words of Russian. So something that I must admit I didn't do, because I only decided a few days beforehand that I was actually going to go to this country, so I didn't really have time to actually dive in and learn the language really too well. So yeah, if you go in there, learn the basics of Russian, so it'll tie you over really. So number 4 is do not expect all the cars to stop at traffic lights. Yeah, look, most people will stop at the lights, but I have seen a few wild drivers just drive straight through, even after the lights have been red for a solid 10 seconds even. I actually seen drivers, blow the horn at people crossing the road when the lights were actually red. So yeah, just saying, they're thinking that these people crossing the road are in the wrong, so that gives you the feel of it. But most will stop, but just make sure they are stopped before you cross the road, or yeah, you're going to be in a spot of bother there all right now. So next point is do not get too alarmed by people staring at you. So I did get a lot of this. Now I must admit I was walking through holding a camera with a microphone on top, probably didn't have the cause, but I didn't really mind it. Look, nothing bad happened really. They just don't get too many tourists. For example, I know Moldova is where you fly into. It's the least visited country in Europe. No one goes to Moldova. So yeah, when they do see tourists, they're quite fascinated by it. And the area that I was in, I was the only tourist about really. So they're going to take a bit of an interest in you. Just don't take it as oh no, there's something bad's going to happen here. Because it's not true. Nothing bad happened to me. Again, I'm just speaking from my point of view, and everything was okay. So Yeah, don't be too alarmed there. Next point is nightlife. Yeah, don't be expecting a big party city. It's not really going to happen. I didn't see any nightclubs when I was there. I just seen little bars, and even they were kind of in the back streets. So yeah, real Soviet bars as you seen in a previous video. Um, Quite interesting. Some people like the bars, but yeah, just don't be going expecting big flashing lights. A real party town, because as it says, it's not going to happen. It's not a party holiday, so if you're going to be expecting that, you'll be let down. So it's good just to get that out there before you go. Next point is a very important point: safety. Again, I'm just speaking from my point of view. I was there 2 full days by myself. I did walk plenty of back streets and that. Now, nothing bad happened to me. Nothing bad was said to me. Everything was pretty smooth. Even at the border, it was quite smooth for me. The policemen, no trouble there. So, yeah, everything seemed to be good, and it seemed to be a friendly enough atmosphere around the place. Again, it's not too big a city. 100,000 people is in the capital, so that's not too big from a city point of view, really. So yeah, it went okay. But again, I didn't go anywhere dark, because that's my rule. I don't really go too far in cities at dark. That's any city really. You're kind of asking for trouble, no matter where you are. Just get up early, get your day done when it's bright, and go home for when it's dark. So again, common sense. If you're walking in any quiet back alleys, just be in your guard, be in your toes, be expecting nothing to happen. That's what I was doing. I was always alert. If you have a camera there, keep a good solid grip of it. Look, it didn't happen to me, but always be ready for the worst, really. But again, my point of view, everything went pretty smooth, really, going to Transnistria. No problems with safety whatsoever. Alright guys, so that will wrap up the Transnistria stuff there. Again, if you have any more questions on the country, leave them below and I will get back to all of them. So yeah, just touching a few basic pointers really for those who want to visit the country. I'm currently now, I have the laptop beside me here. I'm actually booking my country for next week. I'm actually going to Romania next week, so should be a couple of cool stories over there now. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I hope you can join me for that one too. I'll be going to Bucharest, and then I'll be doing a trip to Transylvania as well. So yeah, all's looking good, guys. Stay tuned. I hope you can join me now for the Romania tour.